how do we cut through the shoulds of parenting? And let's be honest, there's a lot more of them for mums than there are for dads. How do we cut through those shoulds to find the things that we want for ourselves and for our families?
I talk about this with Dr. Becky, who's a parenting expert, because we have similar views of guilt and shame. So should is a guilt signifier. I should do that. And what really guilt and shame is something different than we experience it, Alex. And so I think if we actually understand what true guilt is, what it was supposed to be used for evolutionarily versus the should of societal expectations, then we can get rid of more guilt and shame than we have been so far. So real guilt is something that's out of alignment with your values. So if you yell at, say, your cab driver on the way to the airport because they're going too slow, and you're like, God damn, just get me to the airport faster, take a different route. When you get there, you're like, I really shouldn't have yelled at that guy. He was trying his best, right? That's sort of out, because Alex doesn't yell at people. I don't yell at people who are trying their best. That's a guilt response. That's an appropriate guilt response. When something's in alignment with your values and you still feel guilty about not doing it, that's not guilt. What that is anticipating other people's discomfort.
Right.
So for example, there are times when I'm like, oh my God, it's my son's birthday, but I can go on a trip. And when in doubt, I say go. When I'm speaking about my book, it lights me up. So I would say I feel guilty that I'm leaving for my son's birthday is not the right way to frame that.